6 минут. 6 минут.
У нас сегодня никакая не ностальгия. Сегодня конфа. Первая конфа на этой неделе. Из 7, по-моему, конфы должны быть.
Ну, вообще достаточно их не...
Так, надо быстро. Так, извини, не могу быть на стриме идеально волку. Ну хорошо, ничего страшного. Потом, если может, записи посмотришь, что там было.
Алло.
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 Чё, стрим это идет?
Да, идет.
Давно идет.
Я здесь потроил крышу, посмотрю все. Но я не знаю, когда он будет. Обещали в самом начале, но у меня есть какие-то сомнения.
Нет, вот это будет через 4 минуты. Это там они вначале слили, короче, этот список, когда что будет. Там вообще ничего интересного. Короче, все.
Да, я буду смотреть, самому делать нечего.
Долго будет показывать, там написано почти целый час. Ну там было написано по... А, нет, подожди, не. Тут разное время суток. Ну, не суток, а это. Часовые пояса разные были.
У меня, кстати, есть идея, да. Что-то я сразу об этой идее не додумался. Ой, бляха-муха. Вот, да, что-то я лажанул сейчас, конечно. Только сейчас задуматься можно было, обалдеть. Так.
Что такое?
Я просто сейчас такой осел, блять. Я у вас, знаешь, вот осел, блять, вот натуральный, блять.
Да что такое?
Ну осел, блять, ну ты понимаешь, ну дебил.
Musical performance. Crash is coming right up. Alf, yes, that Alf will be joining us. And we also have Day of the Devs, produced by Double Fine and I
Они
Am
уже там что-то
Bit.
пиздят.
Look at a ton of interesting, progressive, artistic, independent games across the
Да
entire
нет,
game
я просто что-то
industry.
такой дебил, блять, это пиздец.
Brand new footage,
Это
and some
ужасно.
really interesting games you may not have heard of, but I think
Это
you're gonna
очень
like
ужасно.
over an hour of content in Day of
Да
the Devs.
что
But
ты?
right now, things are getting
Короче,
started.
у меня же
We'll
есть
reveal,
баба,
and
которая
first
пообещала
look
мне
at
везде
Crash
помогать.
Bandicoot
Я бы
Journey.
мог ее вчера, когда мы тут хуйней ночью страдали, попросить, чтобы она сделала списание. Она знает, как это делать, я ей показывал. Но я ей ничего не сказал, блядь. Пока на работе была, она тоже могла бы его сделать. И, короче, пиздец, я просто лжанулся, блядь. Я только сейчас задумался, что у меня есть человек, который с этим сделает, блядь, даже быстрее, чем я. Ну это вообще пиздец. Да, блин. Так, ладно. Давайте это. Пойдем отсюда. А, ну да, ладно. Сейчас калыш будет. Так, выключи. Да, похоже. Так, все отлично работает. Ну, наверное. Так надо. Да у меня никого у них конфы не было. Последний раз у них нормально бывает, где они Тони Хоук показали.
Ой, 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 микрофон.
Сейчас.
Crash, I really don't want the dirt that you have on Cortex.
No. This is the Crash 4 trailer.
For real?
For reals.
Well, it's about time.
Exactly.
Crash Bandicoot, you banished me to the past. But all it did was give me more time to plan your doom.
Ну-ка.
Бурбуда.
Да.
Всё пошло.
Да, калыш пошел. Ебать.
Там трейлер не был.
Да, там трейлер. Ну трейлер типа с геймплейна там моментами.
Там геймплей.
Ебать, тут мы за других даже можем гать пилсов. Вот это мне нравится очень сильно. Ну все, может растым заканчивать, как уже закончится, хуй нам делать ничего. Вон, за этого доктора можно ебать, нифига, блин, круто. Круто. Вообще обалденно, очень нравится. Это какой-то Ratchet и Clank, блять, уже очень похож.
Костюмы прикольные.
Вон, босса показывают.
Новые миры тоже.
Не, ну реально, это какой-то реально Ratchet и Clank, блядь, стал. Бля, это офигенно.
Конфеты.
Того октября 2020 года он выходит. Не 9 даже. Он даже раньше выйдет, чем должен был. На PS4 и Xbox One пока.
Я знаю, пока пока нету.
Ну, они, скорее всего, выпустят, они Activision не будут навряд ли консоль выпускать игру, потому что ну, это как-то туповато для них.
Paul from Toys for Bob to tell us about the brand new Crash game. Paul, we have been waiting for so long for something new from Crash. Of course,
Да.
А было 15 ноября. Нифига они.
Ну, они первую игру, они ее раньше выпустят. Сейчас вот геймплей показывают.
That's right. It's hard to believe, but it's been over 10 years since we've seen it.
Мне кого мне очень понравилось, что сейчас здесь есть. Блин.
Выходил, было вообще классно.
Ну блин, ну пиздец, знаешь какая хуйня? Она выходит только на PS4 Xbox One, а если сейчас все продам консоли, да, и, ну блин, не поиграем нихуя, короче. Жалко.
И геймплей
Я говорю, это вообще пусто, ебать.
как типа вообще.
I'm curious, like, what, you know, you guys had
Это,
worked
кстати, похож на этих, как его?
the remasters of
Немного на
Crash,
Титана,
but now
ну
to
сам такой, типа,
start with a new game, there's, I'm sure, so much
совсем
trepidation
есть.
about,
Ну,
like,
немного мне почему-то
what's going to
напоминает.
be a worthy, you know, follow-on
Фига, время
calling it
можно
Crash
замедлять.
4. How did you guys approach this? Like, what kind of
Да
game do you want
блин,
to
да
build?
что ж ты?
Ну, вот пока, наверное, или через год выйдет, как всегда, или...
А по веревкам он катался как Соник, да. Да, ребятки.
Это пока самое такое, типа, не ждал. Хотя в этом году много чего не ждал, я. Типа тот же Мэлс Моралес, тоже никто не ждал.
Мне классно вообще игра, очень нравится.
And so that's where the events are going to key off of. We're starting right at the end of that when Dr. Neocortex, Entropy, and Uku have been banished to this distant planet, and they've finally found a way.
Я не смотрю, ты чё?
Привет.
They found a way to break out, and
Мы тут радуемся, показали, как же будет круто.
in the universe
Нахер надо.
and expose the fact that there's a multiverse.
Блин, классно вообще выглядит, да. Хочу уже хотя бы демку выпустить какую-нибудь. Заценить хочется.
Интересно, пока выйдет, ну, блин,
The
где-то
game
там.
Да выйдет, скорее всего.
probably wondering.
Я сомневаюсь, что он не выйдет, потому что Activision не любит такой, чтобы это чисто консольный гейминг был. Ну, это как-то странно.
You know, classic Crash
Почему они не
levels, and of
могут
course
сразу
now, like,
выпустить? Тебе кажется,
wonder,
на
like,
ПК
it's an
его
open
больше
world
хотят.
Crash game. How are you doing
Нет,
it? Like, it's about balancing kind of
ну,
the old style of
с учетом
gameplay,
того,
which
что
will
на
certainly
ПК не так
work
хорошо
when you love it,
продались
versus
Clash и
tendency to
Spyro,
do, you
то
know,
я не
new
знаю.
styles of gameplay. Based on the trailer, it looks like
Ну,
you're being
за это,
kind of
да,
still
кстати.
faithful to
Там
the
не
original
такие были
style of
высокие
gameplay
продажи,
for
как у
focusing on the
консоли.
big,
Ну,
2D
вроде
open
нормально,
world.
не знаю.
Is that
Я
correct?
сомневаюсь,
How do
что
you
это,
approach the
типа,
actual
не
style of
выйдет.
gameplay?
Выйдет, скорее всего.
Yeah, that's absolutely
Я
right.
просто...
I
Это
think what
раньше
we heard
Activision могла
was
бы не
that
выпускать игры на
people
ПК, а
found
сейчас она
this
делает.
style of gameplay to be really
Ну,
refreshing
просто если
to
он через год
return
выйдет,
to, and
это
so we
такое
wanted to
себе.
key off of
Ждать
that. And
год, ну,
what we
Ну, может,
observed
даже
from
не
the
через год,
other
а через
games and platforms
полтора
that
там или
evolve
больше
over
года.
time, you're totally
Там
right. There's
по-разному на
some
самом деле,
focus where
понимаешь?
they're a little bit more open in nature, and as a consequence, the
Ну, это
challenges and things that you
вообще было
interact
классно.
with are a
Прям
little
вот
bit more sparse
самый
and
один нормальный
sporadic.
анонс
There
прям
isn't
был,
some
и он прям
celebration.
конфетка.
Maybe there's a little bit more focus on collection and combat. But when we think about classic Crash gameplay, it's dense and it's
Ну, они вообще в
focused,
фантазии прям
and
какой-то
it's
ушли, или
really
это такой
the
фэнтези.
streams of
Ну,
hazards and the
ну, тут тоже
challenges, the
всякие
platforming challenges,
телепорты там во
they
времени,
come and
всякие маски
there's almost a
использовать, там,
rhythmic
у всех разные
quality to it
способности, там,
and how reliable it
вообще прикольно.
is. And I know that for me, when I learn a level and I understand the nuance of the timing and the placement of all the different hazards, you can enter into a sort of flow state when you understand that kind of musicality.
Multiple playable characters. How are you doing that? Is it kind of like by level, or how, like we saw Coco and Neo playable in there? How does that work sort of in the scheme of the gameplay?
So Crash and Coco, you're going to be able to choose between them at any point in time, and they share the same moveset. Over the course of the adventure, you're going to encounter some new friends, some familiar faces, and you're right, there's going to be some new playable characters. We're teasing today Dr. Neo Cortex. He's got a completely different moveset from Crash and Coco. So where the bandit can barrel through and they've got the ability to spin and slide and belly slam, Dr. Neo Cortex is he's a little bit more of a cerebral character. He's a mad scientist. He's got inventions and he relies on his intellect. So he's got a ray gun that he carries around with him. And that ray gun has the ability to transmogrify hazards and enemies into platforms. And he can choose between changing them into a static solid platform or a bouncy platform that gives him access to higher elevations. So his gameplay and the levels that are built specifically for his moveset is going to be a completely different flavor. It's going to be a little bit more strategic, a little bit more cerebral. Yeah. And I think players are going to have to be a little bit more thoughtful about when to encounter a hazard, whether or not to change it into a platform, and what type of platform they're going to need at that point in the obstacle.
Wow, it seems ambitious that you're adding more elements to it, and then also you mentioned the masks. How do those work?
So the quantum masks, there's 4 of them in this game, and over the course of the adventure, they're scattered across the universe. You're going to have to rescue them from the clutches of certain bosses, both familiar and new. The quantum mask, 2 of them that we're talking about today, is the time mask and the gravity mask. And masks in this franchise, they've got a lot of personality. They've got their own names and their own voices and their own powers. So the time mask, her name is Kapunawa. And when Crash uses Kapunawa, he's got the ability to slow down time to a crawl. So for obstacles that are beyond, just way too fast to interface with at normal speeds, he's going to be able to slow things down and then get past those obstacles. And in addition to that, he'll be able to get past nitro crates, which have traditionally been a one-hit, one-kill type of thing. But with the power of time, he's going to be able to slow things down, trigger that explosive, and then get out just barely before that explosion obliterates everything in its path. The second mask is the gravity mask, and his name is Ika Ika. So when Crash dawns on Ika Ika, he's going to be able to flip the direction of gravity and walk on the top of
Ну, мы еще стрим подвис.
ceilings, walk upside down,
Вернулся
platforms to get past
в пониженном качестве.
I'm really excited to play this, and again, I was playing Crash back when the original PlayStation first came out, and you know, Activision's done a great job with the remasters, but to
чего 3068 дней 2019 года всех. Здорово, да, здорово. Будет 5-й частью. Я не знаю. Дайте хотя бы 4-й полностью выйти, а там уже определитесь, с 5-й или с какой там части. Дайте сначала этой выйти, а там уже...
Reintroduce Crash, a new version and a new adventure at this time.
All right, there you have it. Crash 4. We've got Day of the
Мне
Dead
Клаша такое
coming
вот
up
было.
shortly, but right now we are going
А
to
теперь
introduce
заканчивайте свою
our
нахуй
Summer
ссраную
Game
трансляцию и
Fest
все.
tech correspondent. He is joining us from lockdown, and I'm really excited about this. Please give a warm welcome to Alf. Alf, how is your lockdown going?
You want to talk lockdown? I'll give you lockdown. For the past 30 years, I've spent every day hiding from the United States government. So I've got some stay-at-home gaming tips for Summer Game Fest. Are you ready? Here they are. Tip number 1. Clean off all the fur from your controller every 20 minutes. Because there's nothing worse than getting your analog sticks jammed up with hair. Okay? That's a good one. Tip 2. Don't charge your controller in the microwave. Bad idea. Learn that one the hard way. Tip number 3. Don't play Warzone with E.T. All right? He cheats.
Что за хуйня
He's
такая,
a
типа
sore
эти?
loser, and he
Как
doesn't
их там?
know
Мои,
how to use
мои
catch
спокойно
jokes.
там...
Just doesn't
Или что
understand
там?
it. Okay.
Спокойной ночи, малыши,
Tip
вот какие
4.
мои спокойные.
Don't wear pants.
Ну реально, а что это спокойной ночи, малыши-то, блин?
And with that, it's time to raid someone's stream.
No, Alf, we've got a whole Day of the Devs thing still to go. We are certainly not done yet.
Oh, I think you've been done ever since that Doritos segment. Can I get some F's in chat for Kaylee's career?
It's Keeley, not Kaylee, Alf. But thanks. Summer Game Fest tech correspondent, Alf. Thanks for joining us, Alf. We'll see you a little later. Right now, though, we have a special announcement about something coming new to Smite. Check it out.
А, он другой, блин. Да ну нахуй, латал, что ли? Нихуя себе. А что, новая какая-то, что ли? Ты чё это? Да, это новая игра, ебать, в 3D.
Тихо. Какой Аватар?
Аватар. Легенда об Коре, это Анквали, то есть. Ну тут Кора есть. Вон, да, какая-то игра. Я, правда, не понял. Я не понял, что это такое. Наверное.
А, да.
Угу. Вроде в Steam на PlayStation 4 Xbox One в Epic Games Store.
Это не новая игра, это Smite играет.
А, ну я не знаю, я не знаю, я первый раз вижу.
Ну, это игра такая, ну не...
Okay, what did you have in mind, Alf?
I want to talk to you about your fancy game consoles. Because on Melmac, we were far more advanced in gaming technology.
Crash Bandicoot 2017 только с одной графикой, но локациями нет, это совсем другая игра. Это не похоже. Нихуя себе. Ебать, Евген уже начал этого Губка Боба походить, блядь.
Что?
Евген, новый Спанч Боб начал походить, тут написано.
Да, я говорю, все проходит, сейчас все много кто проходит.
Ну, у них уже доступно. Хули, это ключик дали на халяву, стримите.
Alright, now don't get me wrong. The cat in Stray looked very nice. So realistic, I could almost smell the barbecue sauce. You guys might think Horizon Forbidden West and Gran Turismo 7 look great. Ha! Ha! On Melmac, our cave paintings had more pixels. And in our version of Grand Theft Auto, you actually did real time. Yeah. So I still have 3 stars above my head in the Andromeda Galaxy, just to let you know. I hope you guys keep improving your games, and one day, when the fur technology is good enough, maybe I will finally make my triumphant return to video games. Now, if you have any ideas, my DMs are always open, at least as soon as my account is unsuspended. Now it's time for the Day of the Devs Developer Showcase, looking at a series of inspiring new independent games. Enjoy the show and the rest of Summer Game Fest.
All right, I'm recording the audio.
These spider webs on here.
Oh, they're dead spider webs. And then I'm starting the video. So I'm starting the video, so you don't start the video.
These might be good.
Saying this at me so I can do the clap. Okay? Got me, my hands? Ready? Okay, now don't press start. Just wait.
О, чувак, который этот делает психонавтов вторых. Забыл, как его
Okay,
зовут.
ready?
Yeah.
Okay, action. Oh, hello there. You caught me airing out my skulls. I need to have them all ready for the big Day of the Devs Summer Games Fest. We're going to be showing a lot of cool games today, and you need the skulls to be at optimum performance. All right, I think we're set. This is a child's skull. Hello and welcome to the Day of the Devs Summer Game Fest Showcase. We're going to be showing you some great indie games today. And
Шейфел.
the developers. Day of the Devs is a show
Вот как
that's been in
зовут,
San
блядь.
Francisco for many years now, and this is a special summer edition coming right into your quarantined home for your safety. Before we get started with this show, we're going to take a look at the work of a group called Gameheads in Oakland, who we've been showcasing at Day of the Devs for a few
Кстати,
years,
что
and
там
they
у
do
нас это?
fantastic work, so check them out and think
Что
about
у нас
donating.
там, блядь?
Hey everybody, this is Damon.
Что заебись?
I am the executive director and co-founder of Gameheads. So Gameheads provides tech training to low-income students of color ages 15 through 25. We teach game design, development, and DevOps. But most importantly, we are committed to creating the next generation of diverse video game developers. We're trying to change the game, quite literally. So today we want to show off some games that we're very proud of. The first up is Serpent Showdown.
Что за игра такая? Странная какая-то.
Serpent Showdown is a lighthearted 3D arena fighting game. It's created by a group called Persuasion Games. They're headquartered at USC. The team comes from a diverse range of backgrounds and life experiences. We're very proud that 3 of our students are on this team.
Нихуя себе, блядь, змеи на мечах дерутся. Офигеть.
Next up is Trigger. Trigger is a bullet hell mixed with a color matching game that incorporates an 80s inspired aesthetic arcade console experience.
Ему что-то показали еще, не?
Ну, показывают сейчас какой-то сколл-шутер. И какую-то игру, типа, ну, короче, змеи на мечах делаются там. Типа, я так понял, не ёбнуться надо. Сейчас сколл-шутер какой-то идет.
It's an excellent game, plays really well, looks really dope, and it's obviously a lot of fun. So be on the lookout for that one.
А так, ничего интересного нет тут. Нихуя себе. Нормально так.
It's got a great soundtrack, some really funny voiceover. It's created by an all-black male team. Shout out to Tiati Suarez, Jovan Smith, Xavier Ward, Yaku Herring, and Tabari Davis.
Out of here.
So that's it for me. Be on the lookout for more information on these projects on our social media or on the social media accounts for the projects. Also be on the lookout for our showcase.
Короче, ну вот, но я не пойму, вот этого мужика бородатого, это хуял, он, блядь, нос себе поколол. Это баба должна делать, а это он поколол свой нос. Ну это что за бред такой, нахуй? Вот нахуя ты, блядь, чмо ты волосатый, блядь.
You're going to want to turn up the volume for this next one. It's from a developer called Beethoven and Dinosaur out of Melbourne in Annapurna Interactive, and it's just plain badass. It was created by a real-life rock star with a penchant for studded jackets named Johnny Galvatron. It's epic, it's personal, it's just so fucking cool. Seriously, turn up the volume. You will not regret it.
My name's Johnny Galvatron from Beethoven and Dinosaur. And right now we're going to show you the video game that we've been jamming on.
Делать? Я что-то совсем про это забыл.
It's about a teenage guitar prodigy who embarks on a journey to craft his stage persona.
Так.
It's called the Artful Escape.
Где? Вот. Да бляха муха.
Stuff gets pretty far out, but our story begins on Earth. In Calypso, Colorado, where Francis Vendetti is on the eve of his first live performance.
Отлично идет. Че говоришь?
Francis is the nephew of legendary folk icon
Там все, там идет все.
Kind of like this universe's.
Они какие тут разные игры попадают.
In these opening chapters of the game, we're
Так,
introduced
все,
to
возвращаемся
Francis's
теперь.
hometown, the
Проверим.
staggering legacy of his uncle's
Я не
fame,
знаю.
and the impossible expectations.
Опа.
Many of the townspeople have opinions, even memories, of Johnson Vendetti. And they'll offer you advice, history, and ill omens. It's here, exploring Calypso, that Francis begins to suspect that things are not as they seem. Now it gets cosmic pretty quickly for Francis in the pursuit of his new stage persona, and we join him in the world of Glimmerdim, searching for a jazz club that never appears in the same place twice. Out in the cosmic extraordinary, Francis can jam on his guitar at any time, using it to hover through the air, knee slide down slopes, and interact with a musical world.
Блин. Прикольно такая вот эта голова кинула. Интересная прям. Я даже сыгранул, попробовать.
We wanted the shredding of the game to feel powerful and effortless, the same way some games depict a mastery of combat. Francis uses a musical language to communicate with the interfaces and creatures along his adventures, sometimes with jazz club owners like this. And sometimes with staggering cosmic wild things.
Не, реально, блин, классно вот эта игра ну.
You can customize many aspects of Francis's persona, including his stage name, what planet he's from, discuss your backstory, and of course, change your stage costume. The Artful Escape is a loving mishmash of rock operas and adventure games and guitar solos. It's been a journey to create, and we can't wait for the final act. Thanks so much for watching. That's all we've got right now. Except for this.
So we've been curating Day of the Devs for 8 years now, and it's been amazing to see the growth of the indie scene since then. And I think you'll see that here with this next game from Frozen Byte, Starbase, and it's like an amazing, huge, gigantic game. I think you'll be very impressed.
Hello, I'm Pip.
And I'm Kai.
And we're from Frozen Byte and have been working on Starbase.
Artful escape.
Че?
Artful escape.
Блин. Понравилась мне просто, да? Интересно.
Starbase is our upcoming space MMO, set in a universe of vast scale, where everything is fully destructible.
In Starbase, the players can use their own creativity to design and build their own spaceships, stations, factories, and more. Since the smallest building unit is a single bolt, even the small ships are made of thousands of parts, each with their own detailed damage model, which makes building, designing, and repairing a truly creative process.
It's based on a hybrid of
Какая-то мультипланера в космосе. Не, ну это вот это не мое. Это уже тут ничего такого у меня не... Я не люблю такие игры.
However, damaged ship controls don't necessarily mean that the journey is over. If reconnecting pipes and cables won't solve your flight issues, you can manually adjust the thruster and generator values in the engine room and continue on with your journey.
Since Starbase is an MMO, player interactions play a big part of the game's experience. You can build and design ships together, sell your designs to others, go on a mining trip. Or attack somebody else's ship and steal their cargo. You can form factions, build huge capital stations, and engage in massive fleet battles and try to conquer the universe together.
The Starbase universe is infinitely expanding, and players can venture out to discover stations, asteroid fields, wreckages from previous battles, and they might encounter fellow travelers, or even unknown dangers. You can even try your luck at being the first one to reach one of the faraway moons.
Нихуя, у меня даже свой дискорд сервер есть. Как всегда стабильно. Значит, что у меня, кстати, там есть? У меня же что-то, наверное, есть.
This next one is a collision of so many familiar trappings done oh so well. It's a retro-modern genre visual mashup. It's from Big Blue Bubble out of Ontario. It just features some of the coolest, most beautiful sprite animation you've seen in a while, especially that boss battle you're about to see. Ugh, it's awesome.
I'm Neha from Big Blue Bubble, and we made Foregone.
Блин, глупо.
Что там, его ничего нету?
Хуя себе. Ну это вообще жестко. Тут, короче, в лимонских проститутках скинули, сколько КВ стоит по предзаказу. 5К на PlayStation 4. Охуеть можно. 5К, блядь, заплатформил. Вот это цены подняли, я просто в ахуе. Надо выпить, что ли, за это тогда? Это, мне кажется, не самая дорогая игра. Там и есть за 8000 предзаказ надо. Ну, блядь, 5К, блядь, заебать, нахуй. На Xbox по-любому такая ж хуйня будет. Хуеть можно. Это...
Да, дороговато.
Нихуя себе долговато. Даже Last of Us на 500 рублей дешевле стоит. Да, блять, а сколько ж на ПК он будет стоить? 3500 что ли, блять? Ну это тоже дохуя тогда будет. Что-то цены как-то они вообще резко подняли. Но это, видимо, из-за этим коронавирусом все связано. Вот. Надо деньги выжимать, а то отдыхали много. We wanted Foregone to be a handcrafted adventure that players would progress through while unraveling a compelling story. We were also inspired by games like Diablo, where your character progresses through the game by discovering rare loot that helps you defeat mobs of enemies across the world. Early access on the Epic Games Store, we've focused on expanding the scope of Foregone. Most recently with our June update, which introduces an all-new biome, the Creepy Catacombs, filled with new hordes of enemies and 2 new boss encounters. It's been great watching the world of Foregone evolve during this time, and I'm excited for people to see what else we have in store as we lead up to our launch on Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox this October. We hope you guys enjoy the game.
Next up is a psychedelic, furious, art-driven platformer, which is a real meeting of minds from art to code to music. It's real fun to stare at the melty, trippy graphics of this game. Allow me to introduce you to Spinch.
Hi, my name is Jesse Jacobs, and I'm the creator of Spinch in partnership with Queen Bee Games. Spinch is a psychedelic platformer game based on my artwork. You play as a Spinch, and you're on a mission to collect your missing babies. Because it may seem cool, but Spinch babies are used as ammo against the bosses. In this age of mass production, art plays a very valuable role, and Spinch was created to reflect these values.
Hey, I'm James Kirkpatrick. I made all these songs and the action sounds for the game Spinch. I used a modified Game Boy, some circuit band toys, and some instruments I made myself.
Тестирование надо есть шоппер. 3 сентября до 9 года.
Next up is
Какая?
Nifless. They've been making games for over a decade, like Knit, and they made this
Буду запомнить.
audiovisual soundscape that is a platformer with no platforms.
Hi, I'm Simon Stålhanske, and I'm the colleague of Nifless, who's the sole developer on Unglet. Nifless is known for working on games such as
Теперь вот делает Только,
and affordable space adventures. Both of us are from the small Copenhagen-based studio Triple Topping Games in Denmark. In Unglet, you jump between bubbles that float in the sky like you're a space dolphin. And all the while you melt into a highly reactive and dynamic soundtrack created by Unglet's custom and needlessly complicated music software. Unglet is a platformer with absolutely no platforms. If you aren't resting in a bubble for a moment, you'll be doing acrobatic dashing, bouncing, and rail riding to keep from plunging into the void.
Блин, как тоже странная игра, типа, что я немножко ее не ловил суть. Но зато визуально выглядит классно.
With the granular difficulty settings, you can find the level of challenge that suits you. Unglet has dynamic save points. You decide whether to stop, take a little break and set a respawn point, or whether to blast daringly through the level, putting everything on the line. Unglet has Copenhagen blood in its veins. Each level in Unglet is based on a location in the capital of Denmark, where our studio is also based. And in each level, you'll need to find one of your little friends and help them get home. Unglet also has lightning storms, lots of achievables, an upside down world, extra mini levels, and lots of railroad tracks. A non-platformer to look forward to if you really like platformer games.
Ой, блин.
Our next game is called Skate Story, and I know what you're thinking. EA Motive just announced the sequel to Skate, but Skate Story is nothing like that. except it has the same reverence for real-world skateboarding, but it gets weird. It gets real weird. You'll see what I mean.
Hi, I'm Sam May. I'm a game developer here in New York City. Нихуя у тебя там монитор, блядь. У тебя 8К что ли монитор? Чё он такой
Story is a
большой-то?
game about skating down into the underworld. You play as a glass skater trying to reach the center of the underworld. The world of Skate Story is filled with beautiful architecture.
Ой, хорошо-то
that
как.
sprawls out in every direction.
Ой, как хорошо-то.
There are 9 layers underneath New York City, each of them governed by a sentient moon. You'll meet weird characters like hooded demons or rusty frogs, and you'll talk to the moons in the sky. I'm trying to show skateboarding in a different sort of light. I want to skate across beautiful, otherworldly structures and kickflip over a forgotten god's statued head.
Привет.
I grew up playing a lot of the classic
А ты знал, что у него сегодня день рождения в этой светке-то?
riding around the warehouse in the school for hours.
Знал? Я, блин, не знал.
Or Ollie Ollie, or even new indies. such
Фига
as
себе. А
Session
чё,
or
мне никто
Skate
ничего не
Around
сообщил
South.
даже? Ёхал.
The control scheme of Skate Story is
А и сколько исполнилось, не в курсе?
all of my favorite skate games.
Ой, ей по 20.
Ну, где-то лет 25, наверное, где 24, наверное.
Before you do tricks. So, for example, in real life, to do a kickflip, you have to kind of position your foot over here before you flick the board to do a kickflip. So, I hope in Skate Story you actually see how it mirrors a real life skateboard. I'm still working on the game, and hopefully you like what you see. Thanks for watching.
All right, next up is a game that exploded on Kickstarter recently called Black Book, a deck building adventure game set in kind of a Slavic folk horror setting. Looks terrifying.
Hello, I'm Vladimir Beletsky from Martyoshka, the studio behind Black Book. Black Book is a story of a young witch who just recently received her knowledge of dark arts. With her, you will travel across mythical, authentic landscape of 19th century Eastern Europe and encounter mythical creatures, some of them friendly, while others not so much. The game is built around true Slavic
Ебать, настоящий
folklore
геймплей
short
показывает.
stories,
Выслано,
all believed
показывайте.
in the native tongue. In these stories, people tell about allegedly true meetings with spirits and demons. These stories, along with the real region of Cherdyn, inspired us to create a setting where people coexist and sometimes even meet with otherworldly beings, some of which were never before referenced in popular culture. At its core, Black Book is a deck-building RPG similar to Slay the Spire and mixed with old-school adventure games. We took extra care to make sure that the core gameplay supports our narrative, and the narrative itself is as authentic as possible. Bleachki has their own structure, has their own goals,
and we try to convey that in our game. We feel that the unique Slavic setting and its lore have great promise when it comes to world building. We even went as far as to employ the help of professional ethnographers and folklorists to help us build an in-game encyclopedia and Belichka's adaptations. The genre of Belichki, as well as Russian folklore in general, are underrepresented in popular media. You can build your own deck of spells, encounter mythical creatures, and you will reveal all the mysteries of the Black Book. For us, Black Book is both a game and a cultural statement. We hope to show that niche folklore from all over the world can inspire, bring suspense and emotions to gamers even today.
This next game is all about teaming up with your friends to defend a village of vegetable pals from being eaten by wee beasties from the outside. It's made by the Molasses Flood, who are really good friends of ours at Double Fine and actually helped us out a lot with Psychonauts too in the early days. This is Drake Hollow.
Hey, my name's Forrest Dowling, and I am the creative director on Drake Hollow, and this is Lou, who will not stop pestering me because she hears me talking, so she gets to sit in my lap for this. Drake Hollow is being made by the Molasses Flood, a company I co-founded a number of years ago, and we're best known for The Flame in the Flood, which was, our only title thus far. But I'm here today to talk about Drake Hollow.
Everyone's right here. Nice.
All right.
Oh,
who got the chest? Oh, who's getting it?
Oh, it's me. Ooh, Wonderfuss.
We call it an adventure action village building game. So I think today I'm going to head to the southeast. Gonna go try and find that lighthouse. When we started working on this, we had previously worked on a pretty hardcore survival game, and what I wanted to try is just making a game that explored a lot of the same ideas, but it wasn't so much about you surviving as it is about you taking care of something and helping it survive. It's a game about taking care of things, and that's where the concept of the Drakes came about. They're sort of the heart of the game. They're these kind of
Произошла ошибка, что-то у них там. Не понял, что за хуйня. Че, все, пиздец, у них там что-то интернет полетел. Это не пойму. Да не понимаю, что. У меня грузит. Не, у меня все нормально, то у меня и близко тут. Что-то у них там это. Так, а если... А если зайти... Блядь. Давай сюда. А, во, все вернулось. Что-то интернет у них полетел там.
Oh yeah, he did go after the decoys.
There's exploration, there's building,
А какая-то выживалка.
there's battling monsters. So I hope you enjoy it. Lulu, it's not.
Retro throwback games are all the rage, but they are hard to nail. 8-bit, 16-bit era stuff, not all developers know how to do it right. But there's one in particular that we've been showing since the very beginning of Day of the Devs 8 years ago. Their name is Tribute Games, and they're out of Montreal. And fun fact, the core creatives that made the Scott Pilgrim game in-house at Ubisoft broke away and founded Tribute. Here's their latest retro opus.
Hey everyone, my name is Frédéric Gemus, and I work as a designer at Tribute Games, and today I'm here to present you our latest game, Panzer Paladin. Massive weapons are raining down from the skies, releasing hordes of demons, and it is your job to travel the world and stop them from invading the planet. Today, we are visiting Egypt, where we'll be fighting Anubis, the weapon keeper of the region. Oh, and as you noticed, the game is boasting some pretty rad pixel art visuals for maximum nostalgia triggering goodness.
Вот что это было.
In Panzer Paladin, you play as Grid, a giant power armor equipped with the latest technology.
Это было, кстати, не пиво, это этот флэш был. Он со скидкой подавался, я два взял, одну я по пути выпил, а сейчас одна у меня тут. Вкусная хрень, но нога денег нет. И сейчас я как выгну. Я же говорю, как я сейчас выгну. Блин, Аленка в гости ушла, и я не знаю, надолго или что. Что мне потом нахуй делать-то ночью-то, блядь, спать что ли? Я не хочу спать теперь.
Димон, ну это уже диагноз.
Да какой диагноз? Ты чё нахуй? Блядь, ну болото-то... Мне сейчас просто от этого даже легче стало в плане работы. У меня работы теперь нет, потому что я сплю теперь. Теперь спина не болит. Мне даже легче пока что. Я не знаю, как там дальше будет. Ну, блядь, я просто прихожу, например, там кто-то работает, я пошел, отошел и ушел там на час-два, там, потом проснулся и я дальше пошел. Как минимум, то есть час-два я уже пропускаю работы. Это охуенно. И тем более, мне просто нравится вот эта привычка сидеть. Вот, и что-то я сам теперь это подсел. Хотя это больше баба дала мне подсесть, но ничего страшного. Да блин, она в гости ушла и ни одного сообщения уже нет. 30 минут уже ни одного сообщения нету. Просто ебануться просто.
The mythical creature will come to fight you. A perfectly timed block, followed by an attack, will open up any enemy's defense and create a parry. You can also use the backdash, a lightning quick move that will dodge almost any attacks, especially those unblockable energy attacks. The Horseman is a powerful enemy that you'll encounter multiple times in the game, truly challenging your swordplay skills as you progress. And by defeating the Horseman, you will be rewarded with the mysterious weapon from the Blacksmith, a weapon created by the community. With the Blacksmith, you can forge anything you want. You simply need to draw the pixel art using our simple-to-use tool, name your creation, and
Вот эту в игру?
the different parameters and spells.
Названия у нее нет, по-моему, пока. Ну это что-то типа какая-то метод Вани, что ли, или что-то типа такого. Мне она почему-то The Messenger напомнила, не знаю. Или какой-нибудь там Ниндзя Гайден.
Maximize combat techniques, and discover new ways to save time. Earn medals, and place your name high up on the leaderboards. Panzer Paladin is packed with 17 carefully crafted levels, each with a unique boss, protecting a powerful weapon for you to seize. By completing your first run of the game, you'll unlock the Remix mode, where you can access alternative versions of all of the levels, upping the difficulty and doubling the fun. Yep, that's a whole lot of side-scrolling action. The game is set to release this summer for Steam and Nintendo Switch, so keep an eye out for Tribute Games on all of the major social networks, and add the game to your Steam wishlist. Hope you enjoyed today's presentation, and stay safe everyone.
Вот она, выход в Steam и на Nintendo Switch в летом 2020-го.
О, летом.
not a lot you can say about this game.
Блин, слушай, а пога вот эту игру, если может не демка какая-нибудь есть, потому что прикольно. Так. На вид будет нормально, но на деле надо посмотреть.
Как называется?
Блин, я упустил название.
Hey, this is John Bennett from Games Podcast, and I'm happy to present our work in progress.
Ебать, я думаю, это Виктор Цой какой-то.
Haunted Garage has been in the making on and off since about 2018 and is created by myself and Richard Peterson.
Игры для проведения игры.
Ну, блядь, ну это... Ебаю, просто... Сука, надо телефон на зарядку вот поставить, а то я, блядь, его весь сжег, нахуй. 3 раза заряжаю, нахуй, за ночь сегодняшний.
Sound and creative direction, and Richard makes it all function and magically come together on the programming and technical side.
Так, что у нас там? Телефон сюда, иди, гандон. Ты мне сегодня понадобишься. Сегодня секс намечается. Что это за какая-то непонятно?
Охотники на привидений.
А, ремастеринг HD-версии, блядь, той 2016 года, заебись. Шет, будем опять походить это говно.
Нет.
Почему нет? Ремастеринг выходит вон. Ремастеринг вон выходит игры. А чё? Тем более игра не длинная, ты сам помнишь, 5 часов мы за один стрим ее прошли. Ну так что ж это? Вон в этом году, видишь, выходит даже. Шет, ну давай, блин. И со мной играть на двоих не во что. Вот, как раз.
В смысле, у нас есть то, что играть?
А, ну в принципе да, но мне еще полсек надо установить. Вот. Я не знаю, что с ним делать, видишь. Он почему-то это вообще не ребит.
It's haunted in the sense that you're not exactly sure who's in control or what the state of reality or context is. And garage as in a place where dreams are realized.
Ну я, конечно, не знал, что вот такое говнище будет ремастеринг сделать. Блядь, ну лучше что-нибудь нормальное, блядь, сделали, блядь. Ну нет, блядь, говно нахуй. Вон мнение Шеда об этой игре было. Это были скучные 5 часов игры. Ебануться нахуй. Ремастеринг Ghostbusters. Охуеть можно.
This game is definitely about making music, but it's also about puzzling over and manipulating these little contraptions we've designed to have limited functionality, but many variables and combinations. Haunted Garage aims to allow players to have a comfortable, creative experience. Unlike traditional digital audio workstations that can overwhelm beginners easily, the instruments in Haunted Garage provide you with a fun and non-intimidating environment to become acquainted with musical concepts, while also providing enough room for more experienced musicians to flex their creative skills within the limitations. So far we have only really scratched the surface in terms of what we want to make possible. We have a substantial amount of devices, artifacts, and interactive vignettes that have already been designed and waiting to be implemented. Besides adventure mode, we plan to introduce other game modes that will allow players to construct and capture their own full songs and packaged releases. Haunted Garage version 1 is by no means a finished product, and many corners still need to be ironed out. But what we have achieved thus far is the groundwork for what we see as an exciting new adventure gaming experience. Whether it's just about going along for the ride and adventuring, or spending hours mastering your skills and crafting your perfect little jingle and sharing it with your friend.
Что за говно такое?
Next up is the Eternal Cylinder from Ace Team in Chile. They've been making
Очень
games
странно.
for a long time, all the way back to Xenoclash, and they have a very unique personal house style. I think you'll see reflected here, and it's a bonkers game.
Hello, I'm Carlos Bordeo from the studio Ace Team, the people who made Rock of Ages and Xenoclash, and I'm here to talk to you about the Eternal Cylinder, our upcoming game.
Чё, он чё, сыт? А, бля, он чё, сыт? А, ебать, я думал, он сыт. Ебать, я реально думал, тут можно стать в этой игре. Бля, а может он реально сыт? Реально, чё у него тут за понос такой, нахуй? Ебануться. А он реально, что ли, сыт, нахуй? Это с моча, что ли, или чё? У него из носа, типа, моча какая-то. Он, типа, мочой или чё это? Это лицо, блядь? А?
Adventure Survival. Кто это будет в этой игре?
Ебануться, ебать, он прям ссал на него, ебать. За это YouTube может приебаться к страйку, да, то что, ну, неприятно там это. Ебануться.
And you have to keep on moving forward and discovering about your family, your race, what's going on the world, where does the cylinder come from?
This time, the discovery of a new statue and the knowledge it granted was not a surprise.
Ребят, ну в этой игре зато можно стать. Это уже круто. Вот из этого его носа можно стать. Ну, хуй туда. Вон, опять он сыт. Вот опять они ссут. А, здесь еще присасывать можно. Ну понятно, это типа как слон, блять. Но зато здесь ссать можно. Опа, большая пися. А у нас не трогает. Я не знаю, но в этой игре ссать, понимаешь, можно. Ебать. Да я понимаю, но, блин, как будто, знаешь, сыт он реально. Я знаю, что Хоя понял, это что типа слона у него. Он может, тут не только он, ты посмотри, тут и другие наподобие такого есть.
Говорят, амбициозная эта игра.
Я тоже слышал, что-то там. Ну это типа игра в открытом мире какая-то будет, и там можно ходить. Вот, и название игры высвечивается, по-моему.
You've probably heard of Flow, Flower, maybe even Journey. They're called that game company, and their latest project has been an ongoing social.
Бля, неизвестно, когда выходит.
That's gathered the attention of a lot.
Нет даты выхода. У нее неизвестно, какие платформы, но скорее всего пока это по-любому. И неизвестно даже, когда выходит. То есть такое ощущение, что он находится на очень прям самой ранней разработке. Прям самой ранней. Что даже не знает, на чем. Ебать, китаец какой-то вылез. Если у него ебать, он вообще, он видит, у него вообще какие-то.
We're so proud to see the fast-growing indie community and filled with gratefulness from the amazing players worldwide who have been supporting us over the years. As Sky approaches 1-year anniversary, we'll launch a new
Опа.
season.
Еще что-то, леталки какие-то.
Stories, characters,
Блять, у них, да, у них голова работает, слушай.
we all miss. Leading up to Sky's first birthday, we'll announce more surprises. Until then, please enjoy this teaser. Season of Sanctuary. Thank you.
На Apple и в июле 2020 на Apple и Play Market, короче, Apple Store.
Он на Джорни похож. Тут такая игра.
Не знаю.
Hey there, hope everyone is doing okay.
Sky.
My name is Andre Brewer and I'm the creative director at Willstark Interactive. I'd like to show you The Night is Grey.
Что это такое? А, ну эту игру я знаю, я ее это видел уже. На скриншотах, там по трейлеру даже есть квест какой-то игры. Это я вот эту игру знаю.
In this cinematic thriller, you play as Graham, who is being followed by strange wolves in the woods, until he finds a cabin with a little girl abandoned by her mother. You suspect the worst has happened, and now you're responsible for the child's survival in a strange night that keeps getting stranger. We tried for a somewhat surreal and creepy David Lynchian atmosphere. Besides being a lovable character, Anna is also part of a game mechanic. As you explore scenarios and solve different puzzles with her help, you have to switch from playing on your own to carrying her around. Like any adventure game, you have to solve puzzles to progress. No pixel hunting, we promise. We are trying to reach the sweet spot between frustration and accomplishment by changing up the pace.
Day of the Devs gives us a chance to highlight really personal stories from developers who have a unique point of view. And this title from super hot and Australian developer Andrew Brophy really is a good example of that. It's super weird. Welcome to the messed up future of Knuckle Sandwich.
Hello, my name is Andrew Brophy. I'm a game designer from Melbourne, Australia. I'm very pleased to have the opportunity to show you what I'm currently working on. It's a video game called Knuckle Sandwich. I would describe it as a personal game, hiding inside an offbeat, turn-based RPG. It's set on a fictional island off the southeast coast of Australia, where players will find themselves assuming control of a young man who moves to the island and gets wrapped up in the lives of all the people that live there. Along the way, you'll have run-ins with a dangerous gang, a fanatical cult, and a heap of other island residents. As I mentioned earlier, Knuckle Sandwich features turn-based battles. They function pretty much exactly how you would expect, except all special abilities are replaced with a huge variety of minigames. Anyway, that's Knuckle Sandwich in a nutshell. I hope you dig it. Thanks.
This is a really exciting one to end on. Nice final beat here. Sea of Stars from Sabotage, the creators of The Messenger. Fans of Chrono Trigger will be very excited about this one. And if you haven't seen this on Kickstarter, you should check it out because they've been sharing a lot of really awesome behind-the-scenes footage.
Hey everyone, my name is Thierry Boulanger. I'm a creative director and co-founder at Sabotage Studio in Quebec City, Canada. About 3 months ago, we revealed our next game through a Kickstarter campaign, and we were blown away by the response. Our new game is called Sea of Stars. It's a turn-based RPG inspired by the retro classics. And so much has happened since then. Even though it's only been 3 months, we had Yasunori Mitsuda, the Chrono Trigger's composer, who joined the team as a guest composer. And also we're working on a playable demo, which is coming out just next month for backers. And we were also invited by Summer Game Fest to celebrate with them by putting something together. So we were delighted by the opportunity to work on an updated trailer to show some of the polished up animation we've been doing, and also give a bit more screen time to a character that some people felt endearing and wanted to see more of. And so, you know, with everything going on in the world, it seems our duty as entertainers finds new purpose. And so we sincerely hope that you will find enjoyment in this fresh look at Sea of Stars. Stay safe, everyone.
Опа, 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 опа. Нихуя. А вот это интересно. Вот это интересно уже.
Что не было, там ничего нету?
А тут показывают новую игру от создателей The Messenger. Какая-то это типа будет уже не Metroidvania, а какая-то типа RPG игра, что ли? Я так понял.
Смотрите, что придурки Nickelodeon хотели сделать со вселенной черепашек-ниндзя.
Хочешь в стиме когда-то, да? Ну хуй с ним. Чё, где смотреть? Где смотреть? А, во.
These are games that have literally been downloaded hundreds of
А,
millions of
почему здесь
times.
черепашки?
This is the
А,
creator's first
понял,
console
прикол.
title, and it is trippy as hell.
Очень
Это
круто.
Шреддер и Сплинтер.
Ага.
А это батя ихний. Я не знаю, кто это. Мужик
Типа,
какой-то.
я путы вижу, да. Путы как вообще как
Ну вот
Человек-паук.
смотри, вот это сверху это Шреддер, а это Сплинтер с палкой.
Боже ты мой, кошмар какой-то.
That's it for this installment of Day of the Devs, but we'll be back in July with another Summer Game Fest developer showcase.
If you're looking to have your game featured in the next
Пидорман.
you can call for submissions for the July showcase.
So keep your eyes on daythatdevs.com for submissions opening soon.
Thank you, as always, to the generous support of our partners for making all of
Я
this
знаю.
possible. PlayStation,
Он где-то в
IDF,
7-8 часов выходит.
Epic Game Store, Steam. It takes a village of humans to make a
Всё,
digital
до
event of this
свидания.
caliber happen, so thank you for all your support.
Всё, закончено.
And special thanks to
Где?
Dose One,
Да ладно, закончили? А у меня еще нет.
for lending his sounds to our soundtrack for today's broadcast.
Да не, по-моему.
Music is dope. Check it out.
А у меня еще...
Stay tuned. Summer Game Fest Developer Showcase is not over
Не, у меня еще не
yet. Still got some
закончили.
surprises in store.
Thanks for you for watching and thanks for all the
Лес
developers
заканчивай.
in the world of video games. Bye.
А, ну да, типа кто-то прощается. Конечно, что ли?
Thank you, Skulls. Okay, let's hope
Не
that
пойму, что я.
Oh, I didn't clap.
Oh, just take a video when you clap.
Well, no, it has to be in that stream. Did you stop yours?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Thank you. You're the best. Thank you very much.
Еще будет продолжение. Сейчас.
Всего пауза. Ну хуй с ней. Продолжайте, только это. Сделайте так, чтобы это повеселее было. Хуя у него там колец на одной руке. Штука 4 кольца сразу. На одной руке. Обалдеть. Ноутбук весь в наклейках. Охереть, блядь. Да там есть гамбес. Вот это крутая наклейка там самое главное. И смайлик еще есть. На его типа рубашке.
Микрофон.
А? Чё?
Сейчас нет.
А вот чё? Что там у нас? Ни хрена себе. Обязательно надо это сделать.
Thank you. I'm Dose. This has been another Day of the Devs production. I am 8-Bit in the house. These are the solemn sounds of Sложный. But more important than any of this shit is that Black Lives Matter.
Алло. Жду.
А, блин. Так. Блин, пиздец, шаши наушником, пиздец, или чё? Сука, звук ебаный. Вот так вот восстановился. А что со стрима? Да все нахуй, идите в пиздуйте нахуй со своей этой трансляцией, блядь. Вообще. Могли бы сократить нахуй на 20 минут. Нет, какую-то хуйню, блядь. Занимаетесь. Все, нахуй, спасибо, то, что показали крэш, а теперь идите нахуй отсюда.